Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air, it's Lacey. Rushes on him. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grab behind the line. It's gone. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The give to the tailback. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Lacey. Shoots it to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell. Sweet cut there. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McFadden. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McFadden. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To throw, it's Lacey. Throwing right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's gone. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On the move, it's Denson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Scarlet Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Inside the 40, the 40, inside the 30.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot, he's able to scoop up the fumble, and there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Misty. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it to him on the screen. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line getting set on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Buying some time. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. They'll run the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Houston. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Scanning the field, it's Flowers. Bringing the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Got a man. It's Hayes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Flushed out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Rebels will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Houston. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Running to the left. Running into the open space. There he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, It's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Give to the single back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
trying the left side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll try the right side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.